Ustad, am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yes. Faraid.
Faraid. Faraid. Shafi?
இதுக்கு தான் ஓத போகணும்னு சொல்லி.
Okay, what is Faraid? You were saying that it was a default guideline or something like that. How does this work? Or what is the default? Maybe you can explain to us about what is this default guideline and how does this work?
Okay. Bismillah. So, Faraid is Islamic law of inheritance, whereby in Singapore, if you have not write any will, okay, so yes, the distribution is going to be according Faraid, but it's going to take quite longer than that. I mean, like usually if you people write a will, the distribution can be around 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months.
Okay.
But without will written, it's going to take quite a long. For example, if I pass on, for example, if someone pass on, then they're going to leave a dementia parents. These dementia parents, they cannot sign anything. They cannot take care of everything. They cannot manage their wealth. They cannot sign. They cannot do anything.
Okay.
But because they are my Faraid beneficiaries,
Okay.
therefore my asset will be stuck. Before we settle their dementia administration first. And this thing we call it deputyship application.
So you got to appoint someone lah.
Appoint someone who can manage their asset. And this thing will cost $5,000 each per head.
Wow. So that means when someone pass away, you're talking still in the Faraid, right?
Still in the Faraid.
So that means dementia parents, they inherited X amount
By default.
By default. They inherited X amount of money, but they cannot utilize it.
I mean, because they cannot sign, they cannot say that they already managed get the money.
Okay.
Therefore, the administration will be stuck there. Means we have to settle the parents first. The
So
parents' administration.
how does this kind of case come to your? If let's say the person who we are talking about already
dementia.
passed away. So after that, who will approach you to handle this kind of cases?
Usually for this kind of case, right?
Okay.
The client will go to the lawyer. Then the lawyer will do the grant of letter of administration or grant of probate. So this scenario, no will written, right? So they will do the letter of administration. So when they do this, when the court find out that these Faraid beneficiaries, they are dementia patients,
Okay.
that's where the court will say, oh, we cannot proceed with this application.
But when they are a dementia patient, how do they go to the lawyer itself? So that means
No,
they,
I mean the
someone,
There's
anyone,
someone, the son or the daughter will...
because okay, like this. If I pass on,
Okay.
if I did not write a will,
Okay.
I did not appoint someone to manage my asset, all my Faraid beneficiaries are entitled to be the administrator of my asset.
Oh.
So before we proceed, they need to disclaim their role. They say that okay, never mind. I don't want to. I'm okay for you to be the administrator. So I will sign saying that it's okay.
So,
you will do. We trust you. You will do. But right now, I cannot sign.
Okay.
That's where the stuck. That's where it will stuck.
So the rest of them have to withdraw from it. So
Yes,
that
withdraw.
You can be the so-called
Yes,
administrator.
but if you write a will, they will say, "Oh, I trust Ansari to do straight away. I don't care who's dementia patients, minors. I don't care because the disease part trusts you. So we'll leave everything
to you.
to you.
Writing a will. Can I just take a paper and write? Okay,
Can.
so tomorrow, let's say I pass
Can.
on, I appoint my wife
Can
and I keep the paper.
Can.
It doesn't need to be endorsed by a lawyer or anything.
can yeah.
Ya lama you spoil his business lah like that.
But I'm not a lawyer. But everyone knows about this. Everyone knows about this. In Singapore, everyone can write their own will. But the problem right now is how good is your will?
So can contest the will lah. Let's say
Yes.
my father, okay, give me, then not my father lah. I say, okay, after me, I got many properties. I want the right to my brothers, but I sabu them lah. I spell their name wrong.
Wow.
Yeah,
Can, right?
can. So that's why people would hire law firm,
So-called a
professional will writer,
Okay.
estate planner, asatiza. That's why people would hire these people instead of, because
Writing their own.
minor problems can
He can contest lah. You see.
definitely. I mean, we know in Singapore, some people contest. Even the will is written by.
Yeah, when it comes to money, I think everybody will contest.
People will look at every words in the will. Every word. That's why people would love to go to the lawyer. Because lawyer, they are very good in will writing. No one can. I really respect them. The way they write the will is very, very specific. Movable property, immovable property, everything is included.
Yes.
So you cannot say, oh no, this one just say movable. No, immovable. No, everything is included because the clauses is like that.
I have seen that. I've seen that.
You seen that?
Yeah, because previously I was from law firm also.
Oh, okay.
I used to work in law firm.
MashaAllah.
So I've seen such cases. And the one you were saying previously where they have to withdraw and everything, I've seen that also. People like, they are saying that, okay, this person will actually take over. And something. I've seen such cases also.
So what actually happened to the dementia patients?
So before we are able to take the money and distribute accordingly, we have to fork out money.
Okay.
To manage that application first. The
To
deputy
appoint
application.
a deputy.
Yes. So that one will take around 6 months.
Oh.
So you imagine you have an asset that if right now you sell, you can get a good price. But because of this scenario, you have to wait for another 6 months. The property price drop. It's like everything like alamak huru hara.
Okay. See. Ustad, you were saying about the faraid. Some little things that I know that men get this amount of share. I think the man always gets the more share. If let's say, for example, I have all daughters and I never write a will, what will happen?
I give you a real life situation.
Yeah.
My wife, siblings.
Real life, huh?
Real life.
So scary.
All three, the siblings are all daughters. Okay. So the same thing lah. I have also heard about this, that if there's no male in the family or the parents don't have any siblings, it doesn't come to them. It doesn't come. It's not automatically nominated by the faraid. Because now I know about faraid.
Wow. MashaAllah.
So it's not nominated by the faraid to go to the daughters. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
So I told them this because my wife always claims that in India, back in their village, they got a lot of land. They're very rich. So I every time tell them, because the parents are here. So I don't
This
know.
is real, huh?
Real.
Okay.
Now happening.
Yeah.
So after this, I'll play this to my wife and ask her to listen.
Then the wife will hantam him.
every time I tell my wife tell me, why you bother? None of your business.
Yeah, not your money, what? My money, what?
You go and check your father got how much. But I'm very keen to know because they are all daughters. Because good heart lah. And now next time they shouldn't fight among themselves.
Yeah, true also.
So they claim that they have this kind of land, everything in India. So according to Faraid law, what's going to happen for all females if a will is not written?
Okay.
And that's question number 1. That is for in Singapore context. What about their land in
India.
India?
Okay. Bismillah. So in Singapore, so faraid means in this scenario, right, where you have only daughters. So faraid, they are entitled of your shares of the asset.
Okay.
If they have one daughter, they're gonna inherit half of the share.
Okay.
If they have few daughters, they're gonna inherit 2/3 of the shares.
Okay.
So let's say if you have CPF in Singapore context, you have CPF account, and that CPF you did not make any nomination.
Okay.
Okay, so in this scenario, the faraid will be the daughters and also the Baitul Mal.
So that means
That money in CPF, 2/3 will go to the daughters
Okay.
immediately.
Okay.
Okay, then the balance will go to
It
Baitul
will go
Mal.
to their CPF or they can withdraw cash.
Cash. Everything is in
Cash.
check.
Okay. So special account or
Yeah,
everything.
but in terms of CPF account, right? Because somehow the government control, right? So that money will automatically be deducted and go to Baitul Mal.
Baitul Mal.
Who is the Baitul Mal?
Baitul Mal in Singapore context is Muiz lah.
Okay.
So somehow, yeah.
Okay, never mind lah. We don't want to put you in a spot.
So Baitul Mal mean bye Mal. Okay.
So is that a practice? Does it happen? Does the Baitul Mal actually claim,
Yes.
or the CPF board will automatically channel the money to Baitul Mal?
For asset like CPF, they will definitely go to Baitul Mal.
Everything.
No lah, not everything.
After
One third.
Only 1/3. So 2/3 will go to the daughters. The remaining will go to the Baitul Mal. That's why even Muiz or the Asatiza in Muiz or even the CPF board, they encourage us to do nomination. Because Baitul Mal don't need much money. Then please nominate. You have to nominate. If not, I mean like they are rich, right? So why?
Yeah, this is things which the people are not aware. Maybe they are aware that, but they are not doing it lah.
Yeah.
Because they don't plan ahead.
Because you will never know when you're
When
you're going to pass on.
correct.
So coming to his second question, Ustad. The you see now I'm very concerned about his.
No, wait. So when a will is written, the money doesn't go to the Baitul Mal.
We can say that. At the same time, there is a grey area there lah. Yeah. So, can we skip that question?
Will return also still will go to Baitul Mal.
Because in Singapore, if you write a will, you cannot bypass faraid.
I see. This is only for daughters, all daughters, or even for
legally, if you write a will in Singapore, you cannot say in your will that your son and your daughter will get fair shares.
Oh, okay.
So that means we cannot dictate the share lah.
Somehow.
So is the faraid law is still
unless there's a proper planning, proper agreement between family members, then it will go accordingly.
So that's when you come into your services.
Okay.
Meaning writing a will is not enough. You need to have another agreement, deed of family arrangement, whereby all your faraid beneficiaries agree that the wealth will be distributed accordingly.
Okay.
So that means Baitul Mal also need to agree.
Don't come to Baitul Mal lah. Already say bye Mal already.
Yeah, I mean for some asatiza who are doing will writing, some of them say that Baitul Mal will not get their share. But if the law firm will say that.
Very tricky.
It's very tricky.
Why for females like that?
No, even if for males also.
No.
Only for females.
Yeah, only for female. I mean, if you only have daughters, because technically, right, this Baitul Mal is somehow like a guardian of this woman.
Oh, I see.
That's why somehow they get the share there. Same goes like they have only daughters, then they have uncles, right? The uncle will get some. Because the uncle is gonna be the one who protect them, taking care of them.
So if let's say, sorry Ustad, maybe I don't know, it might sound a bit stupid. If let's say the daughters are married, can the will be written for the son-in-laws or not, instead of the daughters? Now we somehow or other we know that.
After this, I'm going home to brainwash my father-in-law.
No, like according to what you say, when it comes to daughters, it's a bit tricky.
Yeah.
So if let's say I have a daughter and she's married, so can I write a will saying that my son-in-law will be the one, and my son-in-law who will inherit the assets?
Everything?
Something along that line.
Oh, I mean, you can give him some shares there lah. Yeah, but it's still up to 1/3.
Oh, so I cannot willingly say that everything or maybe I have an agreement like what you say.
Yes.
Have an
If
agreement.
everyone agrees, then
Okay. So I agree. I can have an agreement with my so-called son-in-law
Yeah.
saying that okay, after I'm gone, because we have this tricky situation for daughters. So I write everything under you. So you take the responsibility to split it.
Yeah.
Fair share. So that can be done.
That can be done.
That only provided the will is written properly lah.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Provided the wives are, they are okay to this lah.
You
Yeah.
mentioned about what some deed or something like that, right? So that
Some
got.
agreement between family members.
So now coming back to my wife's case.
The India land, right?
So what is the professional
Okay.
advice you can give?
So if someone has assets from different country, can be India, can be Malaysia, can be from any kind of country,
Okay.
I will advise them to make two will,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Or
Two separate wheels.
two separate wills. Don't put everything in one will,
Okay.
because it's gonna take a lot of time,
Mhm.
and each country will know what kind of asset do you have.
Ah.
So we don't want that.
Okay.
So if you have you write a will in Singapore, focus on the asset in Singapore.
Okay.
And for India, you write will in India that focus on the assets in
Okay.
India.
Don't campur lah.
Don't campur. Because each country, they have their own way to distribute the wealth.
Okay.
Some country, they don't accept faraid.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, they don't acknowledge Islamic law of inheritance. Some country. But some country is like, no, we really go into that. There's no such thing as hiba. There's no such thing. Yeah, there's country like that. Yeah, so you have to consult your
The
estate planner
counterparts
there.
there lah.
As of now, I don't have any experience in India.
Inshallah, Ustad.
one day.
After listening to this podcast, I think
Maybe
you
lah, maybe.
you
Inshallah.
have a lot. Inshallah, I
Inshallah.
doakan for you. Amin.
So what happens to all those lands which are not claimed? Like no will written. What happens to this kind of land?
In Singapore,
In Singapore, properties or lands.
do they have faraid beneficiaries?
Faraid beneficiaries is something which is automatic, right?
Yeah. So for example, if you pass on and you have children,
Okay.
and that land or that property is under your own name, so your faraid beneficiaries will inherit that asset, that property, that land, that HDB property, that kind. So they will automatically get the share there.
So for Singapore, yes lah, but for maybe other countries, don't
We
know
have
like
to
what.
look. We have to look into their law.
So Ustad say that he don't know about other country, right? Or what's their practice there? So
Yeah.
maybe they have to check
Yes,
the
yes.
countries, which country, what's their
Yes.
practice and everything lah. Okay.
Okay.
That music again.
When this comes,
You know it is going to end.
yeah, but give me some time. This is crazy, man. We'll continue in the next episode. This is Nurul Huda Podcast, your weekly dosage of interesting and inspiring stories.